I have all I could need, but not everything I want. You may say I have reached for stars and I found none. My dreams are my own, but I can't do this alone. I need everyone I can get to make my dreams become.
Hello, my name is Anthony DiRigello. My pronouns are he/him, and I am a young white man with short light brown hair, sitting in a black wheelchair, and using a non-invasive ventilator to assist with breathing. I'm 29 years old and live with a muscle-weakening rare genetic disease called Duchenne muscular dystrophy. 2 years ago, the pandemic made it more difficult for me to connect with my friends, family, and other people living with a rare disease like my own. I'm so grateful to have attended the One Rare Experience, a virtual rare disease conference, because that is where I met the co-founder of Our Odyssey, Seth Rotberg, at a social meetup he was hosting. I cannot put into words how it felt to talk with other young adults about what I was dealing with. I was no longer alone. I had 20 new friends, and it felt like I had known them my entire life. Our Odyssey is the main reason I am still so positive and empowered, even after my difficult week in the hospital last November when I had my feeding tube installed. As I lay awake all night, unable to sleep, I thought about Our Odyssey. Every blood test, every day without food or water, every tear I cried. The memories of Our Odyssey gave me the courage to keep fighting, keep on hoping, to hold on and to survive, to take on the world.
'Cause nothing's gonna stop me, no one's gonna slow me down. Nothing's gonna scare me, no one's gonna let me down. You may think it fazed me, and that may be true. I'm ready to take on the world with you. I'm ready to take on the world and take on the world.
I am a board member of Our Odyssey, a nonprofit that connects young adults impacted by a rare chronic condition with social and emotional support. Since its founding, Our Odyssey has been able to serve about 500 young adults annually in over 130 different rare and/or chronic conditions, 36 states, and 4 countries. Through programming such as social meetups, interactive educational workshops, Our Odyssey provides a reminder that no young adult should feel isolated and that we're all in this together. We invite you to take on the world with us, because this is not my Odyssey, not your Odyssey, it's our Odyssey. There are so many ways you can be a part of this journey. Join us today at ourodyssey.org. Thank you.
Nothing's gonna stop me, no one's gonna slow me down. Nothing's gonna scare me, no one's gonna let me down. You may think it fazed me, and that may be true. I'm ready to take on the world and take on the world with you. I'm ready to take on the world and take on the world with you. I'm ready to take on the world and take on the world with you. Are you ready to take on the world and take on the world with me?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our special Overjoyed for Music stream. This is a special celebration of the songs that Gabby and I wrote together and worked on together, and she was my music therapist. And we're celebrating because this is the launch week of the Overjoyed Accessible Controller that allows you to play video games with only your mouse or eye movement. And that launched on Saturday. We had a special stream that day. And then on so it's released on the Microsoft Store. You can actually download it now. And you can hopefully in the future we'll have a way for you to make music with it as well. We're working on that right now. There is a basic music mode in there, but we're gonna go back to the drawing board and figure out a way for you to really play any instrument with just your mouse. Again, this stream is part of the Overjoyed About Inclusion initiative at our Odyssey, and the goal of the initiative is to basically provide a platform for people, young adults living with a rare chronic condition, to really share their story, share their passion, be it gaming, music, creativity, technology. Uh, Hopefully, at some point, we'll have art and cooking as well. It's just a way for us to raise awareness and get the word out that social inclusion is a big barrier to young adults living with a rare chronic condition, especially after the pandemic and everybody's starting to go back to what I hate that they call the new normal. Because for a lot of people like me, it's there's still those barriers. The same barriers that exist during the pandemic still exist to this day. So create this platform so we can make a difference and hopefully, I don't know, break the stigma that is around socializing as a young adult with a rare chronic condition. So I'd like to give moments for Gabby to kind of share about how her and I met and about how we started doing music together.
So, how long has it been now since we first started writing music together? I know the first song for All Our Days was in 2020 during COVID. And I met Anthony through my brother, Gary. They worked together, and Gary said, my coworker has these song lyrics and was wondering if you could possibly help with turning this into a song. So they were really great lyrics that kind of spoke to what was going on about COVID and people coming together despite being physically apart from one another. And I just kind of sat down with my guitar and thought of how I could come up with some music to go with Anthony's great lyrics. So from there, once that turned into a song, then a little bit later on, we started working together in music therapy and wrote lots of other songs together, putting music to a lot of Anthony's other words and stories.
Yeah, I think it was really great how that like started with one song, and then I found the power of music therapy. Like I had heard of it before, but I didn't really know what it was. I never imagined it could become like two albums, and, like coming together and just being friends and just working on music.
Yeah,
Like
I
it
think
doesn't have to. It's not really like therapy per se. It's
not in the
more just
traditional
celebrating
way.
music together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I love that. Like, what got you into music therapy, Gabby?
Well, I went to college for music education. And once I got to college, I started hearing about music therapy. And I really was drawn to that. I had never heard of it before and kind of wanted to know more about it. And what I like most about it is that music therapy is more about the process that you go through with the person that you work with. It's not that you're trying to teach them how to play an instrument or how to be a really good musician or about the final end product, but it's about the journey that you go on together. So I really have liked that in the work that we've done. So that kind of reflects why I started doing it in the first place.
And how about you, Jacob? Like, what got you into it?
Um, well, I guess I've always been into music from the time I was real little. Um, all throughout school, I, played different instruments and things like that. And then as I got older, I knew that I wanted to use my talent to kind of help others reach goals that were otherwise inachievable or harder to reach. So yeah, I don't know, just a combination of enjoying music and wanting to help others.
I feel like that's kind of what brought you two together too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, so let's get into our first song. This is one of the songs I wrote like for this movement that we're streaming it for right now. So it's called Overjoyed about Accessibility. So Gabby, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. See if this pauses it. Yep, okay.
Okay, awesome. I've heard this story a million times. All the broken wheelchairs on the airlines. They wanted to explore, fly through the air. But the jumbo jet door couldn't fit their chair. I've heard a friend spent the afternoon researching a new restaurant that's opening soon. Over the phone, said they'd accommodate, but in reality, there's just one step. I dream about a world that's barrier-free, where everything can be tailored to your ability. And inclusion isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. For this dream to become reality, we all need to be overjoyed about accessibility. Accessibility. Isn't it silly that video games let you play in a limitless world where you can do whatever you've dreamed, but they limit the ways they are controlled. Play shouldn't be hindered by one's abilities when there are many ways to adapt. Let's help people use whatever they can. We all deserve to join in the fun. I dream about a world that's barrier-free, where everything can be tailored to your ability. And inclusion isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. For this dream to become reality, we all need to be overjoyed about accessibility. Accessibility. I'm always at home, it's hard to go out, but that shouldn't mean I can't socialize. I know virtual won't ever feel the same, but it's how I feel, part of the world. It took way too long for people to realize that technology can bring us together. But I'm worried we'll forget what we learned, and I'll be on my own again. Dreaming about an inclusive world where I can live a life unfurled, no barriers stopping me from being who I am. But it's time to stop dreaming and start doing. I dream about a world that's barrier-free, where everything can be tailored to your ability. a guarantee for this dream to become reality. We all need to be overjoyed about accessibility. Accessibility. We all need to be overjoyed about accessibility.
Yeah, I love that song. It's such like a mantra. It's like there's a whole story in that song.
Yeah, it's like an anthem.
Yes, not party rock, but accessibility rock.
Accessibility rock. And I think our recording is even better because there's a section in there where you play a solo using Overjoyed, and it's the sound of a flute. And I think that just really
Oh yeah,
brings
I heard
everything
that.
together that you actually used Overjoyed in this song about accessibility.
Yes, that was a while ago now.
It was. I don't even remember when we did that one.
All right, let's see what is next. And everybody's welcome to request any song they want. We'll be playing a lot of our songs from the album, but really any song that you want to hear, let us know. Okay, what next? How about sometimes we realize?
Okay, let me pull that one up. I think that was one of the first ones.
And how can we? I don't want you to just be sitting there, Jacob. What do you want to? Yeah, play sing it with her.
Sure, absolutely. I could try.
I forgot how this one goes exactly.
Let's see.
If you're a music therapist, then you're as good as Gabby at. It's
I
like
guess.
like looking up the notes and figuring it out. I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, she's pretty good at that.
Trying to find that one. Sometimes we realize.
If you can't find it, I can play the recording.
Let's see. I'm gonna try one more time. Yeah, I can't find that one. If you want to play the recording for that one.
Okay. That one sounds really cool. It's like it's a different style. I feel like it's very calm, and I like that last line, learning from the strife, because if you just like get frustrated by it like and you don't, I don't know, learn from what went wrong and what frustrated you, then you're not gonna like you're not gonna be able to get over it, and I feel like you're not gonna be able to grow
Mm.
because if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're just gonna make them again and just keep getting frustrated. Like all the barriers I've had to deal with in my life. I think the fact that I had to deal with all those barriers is why I'm doing these streams. I created Overjoyed. Without those barriers, I wouldn't have something to have to overcome and help other people overcome. So yes, it is frustrating that the world is not accessible, but I'm glad I'm able to do something about it, or at least try.
Mm.
So I was thinking next we'll do a different song. It's not on our album, and do "What a Wonderful World" ukulele.
Oh, all right, cool. Let me see if I can
I'll get my guitar out of the way then.
You gotta practice it, or are you good?
Give me a second to just run through it, and then I should be good.
Because I realized what I should be doing is while I'm playing a song from the album that we don't have, so I can be playing another song while you practice if you want.
Yeah, that sounds good. Absolutely.
All right, we will do this one, Better Days.
I am ready to go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Well, I see trees of green, red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the brightness of day. I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. Are you babies cry? I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oops. Sorry. Hey, that I love that song. I always love hearing that song.
Yeah, it's one of those like happy pick me up songs, you know?
And like the uke is like an amazing pick me up instrument.
I agree 100%.
Definitely is.
It's so much fun. Okay. Let's see what next. What next? You gotta do double the effort.
Okay. Just reminding myself what it sounds like. That was one of the, I think that was the one we did once we actually started doing music therapy together after For All Our Days. That was like the first song we wrote together in person.
I think so.
All right, here goes. We all have someone to look up to. They do things far beyond what most people would do. They may serve their country or help when you need it most. You should call them a hero, give them a grateful toast. But don't call me an inspiration, because I live my life, even though I have to face many barriers and strife. I do the same thing you do. It takes me double the effort. That's definitely true. But does that really mean I'm more inspiring than you? I find my own inspiration through sharing my story, finding hope in the worry. Music is my motivation. The chords and the notes are the foundation. I've always loved communication, and the connections I've made, those friends will never fade. But don't call me an inspiration, because I live my life, even though I have to face many barriers and strife. I do the same things you do. It takes me double the effort. That's definitely true. But does that really mean I'm more inspiring than you? We all have hearts that beat within, and dreams we want to begin. What do you do when the only thing stopping you is you? I know the hardest thing is to inspire yourself, but courage can be your greatest wealth.
Yeah, I like that. The last line of the song, courage can be your greatest wealth. Like, you got all the money in the world, but if you don't have the courage to do what's right and help others, then what's it worth?
Absolutely.
Like, what do you think about that song, Gabby? What's your favorite line?
There's really a lot of good ones in that song. I always am drawn to your question at the end of the chorus. Does that really mean I'm more inspiring than you? I just think I really like that you put that thought into words. That you just talk about how things take you double the effort and how people might just think that's inspiring without getting the full picture and really hearing your story and hearing your voice.
Yeah, like, you don't tell someone it's amazing that they got up in the morning, but if someone with disability does, then you do, which is kind of weird. Like, I'm okay with you calling people inspirations, like, that's okay. I think there's people that inspire all of us, but like, don't say I'm inspiring just for existing.
Mhm.
Like, you can tell me I'm inspiring for something I did, but not the fact that, oh, I was able to have the will to get up this morning. Like, that's not inspiring. That's just my life.
Mhm.
So, like, yeah, don't call me inspiration because I live my life. Yeah. I think a lot of people with disabilities experience that a lot. Like, oh, you're so inspiring. Like, when I first meet people, it's often the first thing they say, and
Mm.
I think they mean it in a nice way. I don't know if they realize like how I don't know. It's kind of belittling, belittling a little bit because like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. How would you describe it?
Mm. I feel like you just kind of say, "This is who I am. This is how I live my life." That's not really that inspiring. There's other things beyond that, beyond the surface of what I look like, um, and what I can or can't do. That would probably be a lot more inspiring if you got to know me.
And if you just go ahead and you say inspiring, like the more you say it, the more less meaning it has. Like if you say that for everything I do, then that word inspiration and that word motivation, like that, I don't know, should be saved for when they're truly deserved because then they have the more meaning than just like someone just meeting you and being inspired.
Mm.
I'm like, I didn't tell you anything about me yet. And then I think some people forget that maybe they're an inspiration too. Like, and maybe people like don't think that they can be inspiring or motivating. So I don't know. I think you gotta be able to. I, I think the best way to inspire is to inspire yourself.
And
I
I like
think
that you
that goes the
leave.
longest way.
Yeah, I like that you end the song with that thought about the hardest thing can be to inspire yourself, but just kind of leaving it open ended that that's something that we all really need to do for ourselves.
Yeah, because it's kind of like if you can't love yourself, then how can you love others? And
Hmm.
like, I don't know. I think yeah, you gotta look inward before you look outward. I think that definitely is the hardest thing. All right, next. For some reason, when you're doing the ukulele, it made me think of a different song. Isn't there a ukulele song by Bruno Mars?
I
Oh, is it
think
Count on
so.
Me?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's like the same chords.
Hmm. That's the beauty of the ukulele. Let's see.
Do you want to practice it?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a sec.
All right, let's figure out another song to put on. I think. It's
All right, I'm ready to rock and roll.
okay.
I liked the addition of the text that says learning new song.
Yeah, so he'll know that we're not just staring at nothing.
Just blankly staring. All right, here we go. Count on Me by Bruno Mars. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was so fun. That's an early Bruno, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Early Bruno.
I do like how Bruno is kind of, I don't know, gone through all the genres.
He has, I agree, especially with like the most recent Bruno Mars music that he's put out. It's like 70s disco stuff.
Yeah, Silk Sonic, his
Mhm.
music with Anderson Paak, that's definitely really different than the one Jacob just played.
Alright, so next, do you have a remote on there?
Well, let's see. It doesn't seem like I do.
Okay. Do you have, I wonder where the songs went.
Yeah, I don't know. I have
Hopes and Dreams?
um, Hopes and Dreams is missing some chords. I have the words.
Okay. How about, well, I know you know For All Our Days.
I do have that. I definitely have
Alright.
that.
I don't know where everything went.
I don't know. Oh, where did For All Our Days go? Just had that a moment ago. Here we go.
And then after that, we'll end with Rare Day of My Life.
Okay. In this time of isolation, there's still reason for celebration. But it's amazing to see emotionally how much closer we can be, forever adapting so that we can make every day a bit brighter. We may be 6 feet away, but I can still say I love you, I love you. In every single way, you're the light in the darkness, the clarity in the haze. Let's stay friends forever, for all of our days, for all of our days. The world is in pain, but what keeps me sane is remembering there are neighbors helping neighbors, friends leaning on friends, nurses bravely fighting, so we can keep our promise we make every single day. We may be 6 feet away, but I can still say I love you, I love you. In every single way, you're the light in the darkness, the clarity in the haze. Let's stay friends forever, for all of our days, for all of our days. One day in the future, we'll make a realization that we stayed strong as one world, one nation, asking each other for motivation, thinking about someone other than ourselves, and thanking the heroes who stocked the shelves with not only food, but also motivation. Nothing could stop us when we'd say, nothing could stop us when we'd say, we may be 6 feet away, but I can still say I love you, I love you. In every single way, you're the light in the darkness, the clarity in the haze. Let's stay friends forever, for all of our days, for all of our days. The world may change, but don't let it change who you are. Every smile and every scar. Let's stay friends forever, for all of our days, for all of our days, for all of our days, for all of our days.
It's so cool hearing that again after all these years. It's been what, 2.5 years now.
No, well, that was 2020. That was in the summer sometime. So this summer it'll be 4 years since that was written.
Where did the time go?
I don't know.
Alright, so now to end it all, we will do a Rare Day of My Life. I think that really is a great song that kind of sums up everything we talked about. Yeah.
Here's Rare Day in My Life. Got another letter from insurance in the mail. Won't approve my hospital bed. So I'm spending all day on the phone, trying so hard to fight them, because they think a new hospital bed is a luxury item. It's just another rare day in my life. Not many people really understand the things that I go through, but believe me when I tell you that anything can happen. It's just another rare day in my life. The accessible bus almost flipped over my chair as I was getting off the ramp. I'm stuck upstairs because the elevator is broken. Nearly drowned when I fell out of my beach wheelchair into the ocean. It's just another rare day in my life. Not many people really understand the things that I go through, but believe me when I tell you that anything can happen. It's just another rare day in my life. I've been struggling with finding home nursing so my parents can spend more time with my niece. Got a feeding tube because I was struggling to eat. Best decision I ever made. Only thing I miss is the taste.
Can't speak when you're
Chocolate
singing,
milk.
guys.
It's just another rare day in my life. Not many people really understand the things that I go through, but believe me when I tell you that anything can happen. It's just another rare day in my life. And that's why I'm sharing my story. Every tough day and every worry. Not blaming anyone for what I've been through. Just trying to educate to make the world better. Not just for me, but for the entire community. Living with a disability or disease. It's just another rare day in my life. Not many people really understand the things that I go through, but believe me when I tell you that anything can happen. It's just another rare day in my life. Just another rare day in my life.
I love that new version you made. It sounds really cool.
That was
It's a
kind
little
of
faster, more upbeat. I like
on
it.
the spot.
I like that. It's more sitcom-y.
Just how it came out today. I don't know.
I like it. That's so cool. Yeah, so we're probably gonna end it there, but thank you everybody for watching, and we'll be back some Tuesday, I think 2 weeks. I don't know. So our next stream will be on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, and it'll be a gaming stream. Thank you everybody for watching.